Hello, child of God, and welcome to a chat with Jesus. You remember when the Lord came to change Abram's name from Abram to Abraham. He also changed Sarai's name from Sarai to Sarah. Abraham was the one the Lord called. Abraham was the one the Lord will appear and speak to. Abraham was the one the Lord was giving instructions to. He was the called one. He was the one with the mandate. He was the one with the assignment. But yet, when the Lord visited him, by default, he also visited his wife. Meaning that you can be married to a pastor. You can be married to a servant of God. Maybe the Lord has called your husband. Don't feel that you are not called as his wife. You are called by default. Yes, he is the one the Lord is speaking to. Yes, he is the one with the revelation. Yes, he is the called one. But as his helpmate, your responsibility, your duty is to help him in whatever assignment the Lord has given to him. So please don't draw back. Please don't say, you are the one who was called by God. Go ahead and do your work. No, you are in it together. Whatever the Lord lays in his hands, you have to be the support system. You have to help him as the helpmeet. You have to ensure that you are there to uplift him, to hold his hands. And there are several areas in the body of Christ where you can be a support. All of us must not be called. Yes, we are all called to carry out the Great Commission, preaching the gospel, witnessing unto souls of men, and making them disciples, praying for others and all of that. That is the responsibility of every child of God. But when the hand of the Lord is upon someone, especially, maybe you're called to be a preacher, called to be a pastor, an evangelist, a prophet, the fivefold ministries, then it is a special hand upon that person's life. And as a wife of a pastor, as a wife of a prophet, as a wife of an evangelist, as a wife of a teacher, it's your responsibility to support your husband. How can you do that, for example? By praying for him. You can become his intercessor. You pray for him, for the success of that ministry. You pray for the ministry. You pray for the work of God, that he will not fail in his hands, because if he fails, both of you fail. That's one area you can support him. Another area is to ensure that you are giving him peace at home so that he can carry out the work of God with ease. You help him. Maybe look at his dressing, the way he dresses, the way he behaves in public, and all of that. You help him to be a better version of himself so that he can go out there with joy and carry out the work, not be a thorn in his flesh. Another way you can support him is to correct him with love. Maybe he cannot express himself well. Maybe there are mistakes that he made. Maybe he addressed people in a certain way that was not right. Maybe he is swift to speak and he does not take time to verify information before he goes out there to say whatever he says on the microphone. It is your responsibility in the closet to correct with love. That is also ministry. That is also being called. That is you supporting the ministry and helping him to carry on. When the angel came to visit Abraham, Sarah was not sitting with them, but Sarah was at the back preparing food for them. So that's another area where you can also support the ministry. Ensure that he eats well. Ensure that his physical needs, sexual needs are being taken care of. Ensure that you are supporting to the utmost to make sure that he has a sound mind and he can go there and minister and do the work, the assignment that the Lord has called him. So he is called, but you are also called by default as a helper. Whatever project comes on, whatever plan he's working on at that time, whatever ministration he's going to carry out, is your responsibility to pray for him. So don't be the type that stays back and like is laid back. I don't have anything to do. He's the one who received the call from God. We didn't have the revelation together and all of that. No, you are also called. Maybe you got married to him and he was not a pastor. The Lord now gave him that ministry, gave him an assignment. You also become part of it. You are called. Just like when the Lord changed his name from Abram to Abraham, he also did the same from Sarai. Abraham, he now called him father of many nations. Sarah was also called mother of many nations. So please stand by your man of God, and God bless you.